Hey guys, thanks for coming back. So today I'm going to review Captain America Civil War. Now, I really can't say enough about this movie because it's amazing. It's seriously the best comic book movie out there. Like, I can list you a plethora and plethora and plethora of reasons, but I won't because I'll make the video really long, so I'll just get right to it. Now, in Captain America Civil War, lines get drawn and superheroes are choosing sides. They're either pro-registration or anti-registration for the superhumans because in the beginning of the movie, something happens, or I can just tell you, a lot of people die because Scarlet Witch was trying to contain an explosion and it didn't go so well, so people died, and they want to start controlling anyone who has any superhuman abilities, them being the government, of course. Now, this movie does a really good job of showing the struggles that each character has when coming to make this decision, except for Hawkeye. He pops back in from retirement and not quite sure why he's anti it, but you know what, cheers. You know, he gets to fight Black Widow, you get some nuances there, and that's cool, I guess. But the bond between Captain America and the Winter Soldier, his friend Bucky, they do a really good job of showing how deep the friendship is because, you know, he's the only friend he really has left. So it really shows the struggle that Steve Rogers has to face when he's picking between his best friend, the Winter Soldier, or his new friend, Iron Man. So you really see that struggle for all the characters, and it's handled very well. Now, in Captain America Civil War, we're introduced to a couple new characters. First off, Tom Holland's Spider-Man is on point. They literally just pulled Peter Parker off the comic books and put him on the big screen. It is the best Spider-Man ever. Sorry, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, but this kid nailed it. His entire banter during all the fight sequences is exactly how Peter Parker would be in that scenario. He's basically a little teenager in an adult superhero team. He's hilarious. I cannot wait for Spider-Man Homecoming. Chadwick Boseman plays Black Panther, and he also on point. You actually see his character before he's Black Panther with his dad, the King of Wakanda, and you just see that there's so much more to him. And then when you see that he's Black Panther, obviously, for the people who were surprised by that, Black Panther's awesome, dude. His claws with the vibranium, the bulletproof suit. Obviously, he looks like he has like some heightened abilities. It is amazing. Like, the Black Panther movie is gonna be so good. Spoiler alert, it's probably gonna have the Winter Soldier, so stay in for that post-credit scene. Now, my favorite part of Civil War was the airport battle. Like, seriously, when the superhero teams are going at it, it is amazing. My favorite part was where Scarlet Witch would use her powers because you can just see that she's getting more confident with them. She's doing some crazy shit, and it's just wow. Like, everyone had a good moment during that fight. I mean, when Hawkeye shot the arrow and Ant-Man popped out of it, that was epic. And then Ant-Man becomes Giant Man, and it was just like, oh my god, my brain was like, it was the best fight sequence ever. I wish it never ended, and I was really sad that it did. Now, Captain America Civil War definitely felt like one of those payoff movies. Like, if you had seen all the Marvel movies leading up to that, like, it was such like an emotional payoff. You felt like this was one of those movies that's like, oh my god, like, everything fell apart, but in the best way possible because it gave that emotional arc to all the characters that you're actually like really sad and like hate the fact that they're fighting amongst each others. One of the highlights for me was the relationship between Vision and the Scarlet Witch. They actually do showcase that in a scene in the movie, which I thought was really appropriate because as fans of the comic books, we know they get together. You know, your general audiences might not. But I really like the fact that they showed them bonding over the Infinity Stone because Vision's powers, he has Infinity Stone on his forehead, they come from it. So did the Scarlet Witches. So it's good for them to kind of like have this connection of both of them not really understanding where their powers come from and trying to understand it and maybe understand it together. But then, you know, they have to fight each other. So that was well done too. Seriously, Captain America Civil War, best comic book movie ever. I've seen it twice already. I'm gonna go see it again. I will gladly give it my money because that movie was amazing. I really just want to hurry up and download it from the iTunes store and have it on my phone with me.